Hello there and welcome back. So now let's move to the 3D case. Okay, so as you saw in the description, you have the link to download the cases. So we're moving to domain 3D, this case B1, then we do B2 and B3, similar to the same workflow that we follow here. B3 will be equivalent to B4. I'm not going to show you the wrong feature ordering because I hope it's clear to you now. So in B1, we have the simple case. Let me hide the triad there. So, but the difference here, you can already see in the feature 3, which is extrusion. And there you go. We generated exactly the same way as we did in the previous case, but take that face and do the extrusion. Okay, and you have a 3D body, okay? And the extrusion, I recommend you to do a unique extrusion, okay? So as you go here, now just to remind you, select the face and put unique extrusion, and pretty much that's it. Let me do something here, also save TMP, so I don't want to make mistakes and override the things that I'm sharing with you. And look at that here, I select everything. So I have, but what is important, let me hide here that now when I select the groups, I'm selecting the surfaces, okay? And have front and back, or you can put that in a common one, it's up to you. I have the cylinder, and look at that, I select also the cylinder edge. Why did I do that? Because I will do the mesh in the 2D face like we did in the previous video, so that's why I started there. So all these features that that we have access into the, you need to also get access here. So you are meshing the 2D, but then there is an step that we do distortion. So that's why now I chose this order to do the videos to the then 3D, since will become very clear to you. So that being said, I'm not going to repeat anything here. It's super easy. The only new step was extrusion. We move to meshing. So now in meshing, you access here the extrusion, you have your single body, you have all your faces, everything is exposed here. Okay, remember that it's very important to expose everything because your solver now is going to see these surfaces, so you need to have access to that. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to run a single simulation. Now, let me put here now the cylinder. Okay, you access everything. And now you go and do your mesh. The meshing is pretty much the same. The only thing here now, you create your mesh. Let me edit here. Then I'm going to repeat it to show you. You select the whole 3D stuff, but as a method, you are going to select extrusion 3D. That is the difference. And then here you're going to have this 1D tab. Here you are going to select wire discretization, and then method, you use number of segments, and then you say, I want to do one segment, and that's it. You have different options, feel free to play with that. So this will be your 3D, your extrusion, but then you are going to create submeshes. The submeshes will be the 2D plane, okay, like we did in the previous case. So here we have submesh 1. Okay, so here I'm choosing a face, so select back face, the one that corresponds with the face I was designing, back face, and here you select this exactly the same hypothesis as previous. You can use body of influence as well. There is no difference, so let me show you here. Here I didn't put it, but in the next video we're going to put it, exactly same parameters. Okay, and this one, I think it is the cylinder. Yeah, the cylinder wire discretization. And look at that, I selected the edge because I'm working in a plane, in a 2D, which is the back plane, this one, that. So I chose to mesh here, and you need to access all the entities that you have there. So that being said, you can go clear and compute. So it will do the 2D mesh and then the extrusion. And this is it. Okay, so in this case, remember, I put just one segment. So if you put 10 segments, you're going to have that. Exactly the same as 2D. Okay, so pretty easy. This is the method I like to use. I don't like to use here this extrusion. I don't like. For personal reasons. Okay, so it's up to you, but as you can see, this is straightforward. And now let me repeat it. Now let me redo it. Let me delete this method. So we have access to, let's say, my backplane. I want to set all the 2D in the backplane, so you will need to get access also to those entities. So the only one that I need here, it is the edge, but if you want the inlet, just access that. So you go and let's select here the whole extrusion. Select here, extrusion 3D, 1D now, wire discretization. Let me select a new method. No, I already have it there, but number of segments. You have different hypotheses. Look at it here. By default, it's put in 15. So number of segments, 1. Extrusion will be 1, a unit, because you define that 3D in the shaper model. Okay, so there is no problem there. And there you go. So if I go here and I go compute, probably it's going to give an error because, yeah, invalid input, I need something to extrude. Okay, so now you go mesh, create a submesh, select the face. I would select back, select your hypothesis. Let me select this. No, sorry, this is the one I like to use. Let's select a new parameter now just to show you. So if I will recall, it was 1, 0.01. The rest, leave it the same, apply. And here I can go clear and compute. And there you go. Okay, now you can add your boundary layer, you can add your refinement in the cylinder there. So let me do, for instance, okay, this is important. Here, okay, remember that even the boundary layer, you are doing that at the back face. So you need to select the edge, which will be this one. Annoying behavior, super annoying. Let me put total thickness. It will be, I don't know, let me put 1, 3, 1.2. I don't recall, well, probably it's too much. Let me put 0.02. Okay. Apply. Let me save. It is the TMP. Remember, this can crash very often. And clear and compute. And I think I make a mistake. It didn't add the boundary layer. So here it was. Okay. Edge without layers. It should be with layers. So be careful about that. Clear and compute. And there you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now you want to add the refinement in the cylinder. It's up to you. New submesh. Okay, that I already show you that is how this case is set up. But let's do something different. I don't need to create a new submesh because I know that I can access here in local sizes. I can access that edge. It will be this edge, annoying behavior. And that will be 0.1, I think. Probably it's too large. And go here, clear and compute. And yeah, perfect. And this is it. Hide this one, remember. And this is it, okay? So this is the way I work when I do 2D cases, okay? I prefer to use this method, extrusion here in your main mesh. I don't like to use the modification. Personal reasons. Probably if you compare both methodologies, you will see why I like to use this. And probably you get the idea that you need to recreate the faces. So you don't have any problem. All the faces you have here already. So you need to reselect like we did previously. About many of the other issues that I have with the method. So at this point, by the way, you have here, let me select here. Let me go export UNV, okay? You have it there. Remember the 2D default 2D mesh is not compatible with the UNV, so you need to create always this 3D stuff. Here I am in my clean case, and let me convert. And okay, so here it's giving me this issue. Why? Okay, so this issue, I know, very important. Remember I mentioned, be careful with the edges. Let me erase the edges, the edge. So you saw there that I was exporting that as well. I erase it, I save, I export again without that edge. The volumes, with volumes, there is no problem, okay? So it's just the edges and vertices. It will give you problems. Okay, I need to select the mesh, export UNV, override, yes. And there you go, no problem. You go your check mesh, and then the extra step, paraview, so I can demonstrate you that, yeah, we have everything. There you go. Okay, all your patches, everything ready to run. Okay, so as I say, I have done this case a gazillion times. So yeah, I will share with you here. I don't have the case setup, but yeah, also I will share the case setup. But it's trivial how to do that. Well, trivial is, you know, how to use OpenFOAM or whatever tool you're using. So that's it. Okay, thank you for your attention. So now we move to the next video that we're going to do at the body of influence, but you get the idea how things work. So yeah, see you next time. Bye.